What's up everyone, my name's Anthony Morgan, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you 10 things to do in Yoho, Banff, Jasper, and Wells Gray. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing for more videos on hiking and traveling. And at the end of this video, I'm going to be giving away 2 of these framed photos of this moose that I got, so stay tuned for that. Now with that said, our trip starts off with a couple of friends and a 5.5 hour drive to Revelstoke. Just 10 minutes outside of town, we checked out our first waterfall called Moses Creek. The water there was freezing cold, but it was a great way to cool down. Next, we stopped at Bear Creek Falls on our way through Rogers Pass. That night, we stayed in the town of Golden. The next morning, we got up at 4:30 to go to Emerald Lake because the place can get very busy and the parking lot is not very big. But the payoff was worth it because we had the place all to ourselves, and it was absolutely stunning. Soon after, we decided to do an alpine hike to Bourgeois Lake. This trail will take 5 to 6 hours there and back, and an average elevation gain of 1,000 meters. It's a stunning hike, and I'd highly recommend it to anyone interested in hiking. To climb up this rock face here because we saw some goats from the bottom. We wanted to get a closer look, and we ended up getting close enough that we could get a really good shot of them, but we don't want to get any closer because we don't want to disturb them. We want them to be at peace, and I have a good enough view of them, and it's super cool. There's some young goats there, some old goats. Yeah, it was a really cool experience. First time seeing mountain goats, so overall super happy. The next morning, we were going to check out Moraine Lake and Lake Louise, but the parking lot to Moraine Lake was already full at 5:30 in the morning because it was a Friday of a long weekend. These were the most touristy areas, and we were okay with skipping them so we could get an early start to our day in Jasper National Park. I have to say, this is the most beautiful drive of my life, and I'd highly recommend stopping at various points along the way. The main thing to see is the Columbia ice fields. After that, we headed to the Valley of the Five Lakes, just 15 minutes outside the town of Jasper. The short loop will take 1.5 to 2 hours with minimal incline. These lakes were crystal clear and had some sunken boats that we just had to check out. Another 15-minute drive out of town, there's a cool spot called Pyramid Island. It's a perfect spot for a quick lunch or an end-of-the-day adventure.
yours if you let me stay. You're the one who gives my life color. There is no another. With your hand in mine, let me go by your side. Let me go by your side. I wanna stay in your sunlight.
One part that really stands out with Jasper is the abundance of wildlife everywhere you go. And I really wanted to see and photograph a moose on this trip, and after talking with locals, they said that my best bet would be driving to Malign Lake early in the morning. So that's what we did, and it turned out to be the most incredible experience of my life. Within 5 minutes of us walking around the lake, we just barely saw this moose through some shrubs it was snacking on. So we sat and watched it slowly move towards the water. Moose primarily eat leaves, bark, pine cones, twigs, and buds from trees and shrubs, but they also eat aquatic plants like water lilies. So this was a very unique experience, and I was beyond stoked. So we're at Malign Lake this morning, and we really were hoping to see a moose, and sure enough, first thing in the morning, we got a beautiful moose behind us having its morning feed, and I'm so excited because this is the first time I've ever seen a moose, so I'm super happy. This is awesome. After that amazing event, we continued on our journey. As we passed through Mount Robson, we stopped at Overlander Falls, which was just off the highway. It only takes 10 minutes to walk down, and as we were appreciating the views, a group of kayakers called the League of Beautiful Minds came shooting down the waterfall, giving us an awesome show. Our final destination was Wells Gray Provincial Park.
Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche. We're on the run. This is what we waited for.
There are 2 waterfalls in the area that we visited, and both are only a 5-minute walk from the parking lot. The first one was Spahat's Creek Falls. The next one, and the most epic waterfall I have ever seen, was Helmickan Falls. This trip gave me a better understanding of the country that I live in, and it made me appreciate how lucky I am to call this place home, and I cannot wait to discover more incredible places like these. Alright, hope you enjoyed that video. So I'm going to be giving away 2 of these prints. So if you want to win one of them, all you have to do is be a subscriber to the channel and like the video. Then just shoot me a DM on Instagram with a screenshot of proof, and I'll be choosing 2 winners sometime next week. That's the video for today. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one.